my dear students, there are a number of other formats of resume as well in addition to a typical electronic format. One is called as Scannable text-based resumes. Scannable text-based resumes are basically lacking of all formatting, means there is no formatting in it, no bold type, no italic, no underlining, no bullets, no fancy fonts, no tabs, columns or rule lines. So there is no formatting. It lacks formatting. Scannable resume then are text focused as opposed to design focused. Means the focus is on a text, the focus is on the material, the focus is on the detailed information which you have given, rather than focus on the design. It means there is no focus on the design, means there is no formatting. Typically, scannable resumes are created and are saved in a text file format. .txt format is used for scannable resumes. The most scannable documents, my dear students, are those that have high quality letter forms, very high contrast, and no columnar structure that will turn well written phrases into rubbish after the document is scanned. For example, you have a paper based document and you are scanning it, so you may lose a lot of formatting and you may lose better quality, and it would turn well written phrases into rubbish. So it is useless sometime. If electronic oriented employers will receive an applicant's printed scannable resume as hard copy, they will scan it electronically because they cannot process scannable format resume into the same form. So they need to turn into the electronic format, convert into the electronic format into a digitized format so they can search for the keywords. Because there is a purpose behind electronic resumes. In electronic resumes, you can use the keywords, and through keywords, you can search for different matching. You can search for preliminary match between an applicant and the job. For example, you are an HR manager and you have a generic skill of initiative and enthusiasm. Then just by putting a keyword in it, you can match the skill of an applicant with your job vacancy requirement. So the scanning process benefits applicants with the most measurable, most tangible skills of the applicants, and the applicants who exclude key relevant terms and familiar industry acronyms are likely to be bypassed. So you need to be very clever. You need to be very smart if you are using scannable resumes. And applicants who are excluding key relevant terms, who are excluding industry acronyms, their resume would be bypassed and they would not get benefit through such kind of resumes. So action words indicating the nature and level of work accomplished need to be used and are less important than industry-specific language in electronic resumes. Some programs limit the number of items they will scan for and usually start at the top of the document. So knowledgeable applicants must need to consider that they know this is, and therefore place their most important keywords at the beginning. If they have a keywords, if they have industry-specific terminologies, they need to put those terminologies at the top. Why they need to put those terminologies at the top? So their resume need to be highlighted through a search of keywords. And that is the best way to put your resume on the top so that your prospective employer can ask you for the further testing and interviewing. So, my dear student, it is tricky to use scannable text format resumes, so it is better to switch off from a scannable text format to the electronic format, so your keywords need to be highlighted and your CV or resume can be on the top. So it is quite necessary to think about such different kind of the formats of resumes when you are electronically posting your resume into the job websites or into the company websites related job portals.